Go.
All right, guys, we're back. We're getting close to folk style season, so I'm gonna start some bottom technique. I don't think we've done any bottom technique since last winter when we did the elevator series. So what we're hitting now is the Quadpod. It's probably my #1 escape series, and if you watch college wrestling, I would say probably the most used escape series in college. So as my partner hops on, and I know there's a lot of different ways to hop into the Quadpod, so I'm gonna show you guys the way I like the most. I like coming into it with the Quadpod, so I'm gonna seal, boom, pivot up, and then pivot right there. So now I got 3 hands on the ground, I got my seal in. Another way you can pop up into it, I know Coach Messmer really likes this, is shooting this outside foot out, kind of stepping here, stepping, pivoting, and then pivoting inside. And we end up in the same position. So my partner steps off me. The key to this that a lot of kids mess up is you gotta have your butt back behind your heels. So your hands are on the ground, maybe one hand's on the ground, but you don't want weight on your hands. And if I show a young group where we start working on the Quadpod, almost invariably, kids are always have weight on the hands like this. Well, if you have weight on your hands, obviously you can't bring your hands up to work at all. So one of the things you want to really reinforce over and over and over again is that pivot, and the butt's back, butt's low, and now you're here. So one more time with my partner. Hop on, I go pivot in, boom, pivot in, pivot up. Hands on the ground, strong position here, and then I can start working on escapes from there. We'll also work on other things that our partner might try to do to us to keep us down. So that's the beginning of our Quadpod series. We'll probably keep it going for the next couple weeks.